Nithyanandam. Where are we women standing today? Where, where are we poised? Poised in our workspace, at our homes, with our ambitions, with our dreams. As a feminist movement, how are we moving forward? Is the feminist movement as it is now successful, or do we seem caught, trapped, frustrated with the present ideology of a feminist movement, which is limited, a little regressive in its thinking, by its non-inclusivity? What can we do for the feminist movement to be successful, for women to be a part, parcel, an important aspect and fabric of the society, to be respected and revered for her contributions, for who she is and what she stands for? Will we continue being in the same frustrated mode, where we're still fighting for pace, better pay, or equal pay? Will we be sitting in this mode where we're struggling as a mother, as a daughter, as a sister, as a human being, to fit comfortably without any hesitation, without any self-doubt of our gender identity? What can we do to have a breakthrough in the feminist movement as it stands today? Today, men and women are literally at war. There is always a conflict, an underlying conflict of women being better and man trying to show that he is better. Where are we heading with this kind of a conflict zone? We all need to fall into a zone of stability, security, and safety. Be it a man or a woman, these are the three important factors for all human life. But with our own genders in conflict at every aspect, be it at work, be it at home, be it with the upbringing of children, who's better? Or I'm a woman, I am better? Or I'm a man, I am better? This is a game, or this is a zone. This is the ambience that we are all seem to be stuck in. How do we get out of this? The one and only solution for this is reviving the Vedic feminist identity, the powerful Vedic feminism, which has been buried by various factors, due to various incidences, due to various circumstances. It has been buried only, not forgotten. It is just waiting to be revived for the world to understand, to be empowered by these principles of Vedic feminism. The simple fact of Vedic feminism, the very simple foundation of Vedic feminism is stability. Stability and chastity. Chastity not as we understand it from a social or a moral perspective, but chastity for the decisions that we have taken into our lives. The stability and chastity that few generations before our parents used to have, our grandparents used to have, or even our great-grandmothers used to have. Just because a woman was a homemaker, we used to undermine her to be a weakling. A weakling. But no, if all of us look into our various grandparents or ancestors, it was the woman's stability, it was the women who made the family successful, it was the women who made the man successful, it was the women who made her children successful. She was the one, as a mother, a daughter, or even a stepmother, or even an aunt, or even your neighbor, who was there, supporting you, empowering you, envisioning you, and enforcing you to live by your dreams, by your ambitions. Whether you liked it or not, she would stand by you day in and day out. Whether we threw tantrums or not, the mother or your sister or your friend would be by you, reminding you what you wanted to achieve in life, envisioning you, empowering you when you were down, when you seemed to be lost. It was always the mother who held her hand out, who held you steady, who held you stable, who held our tantrums, who bore so many abuses or accusations of pampering the girl child. Still, she stood by us just because of her chastity, of her stability, to stand by her children or by her husband or by people whom she loved or believed. That is her ideology as a homemaker, to keep the family safe, secure, and successful with the right values. But times passed. The Vedic feminist concept was slowly buried. It did not die. Again, I remind you, it did not die because a very slim sliver of that Vedic feminism existed up to the generation few years ago. Maybe our parents or grandparents, grandmothers, who were extremely strong women. You would see that in the way they lived a very highly disciplined life, even as a homemaker. Times passed. We went through invasions. We went through cultural turmoil. India, or Sanatana Dharma, was tossed in its own marvelous, I would use the word marvelous because the adventure that Sanatana Dharma has been through, the trials, the tribulations, have formed it and made it much more strong, much more colorful, and much more enjoyable, flavorable for each of us today to experience. But en route, in the early 80s, the Western concept of feminism started in the world, where women had to fight even for the basic rights, for the basic identification, for the basic respect. Then, once they gained the basic respect as a woman, as a female gender, we had to fight. The Western women had to fight for their voting rights, property rights, educational rights. This was in the 1980s. Sorry, the early 18th century. Not the 1980s. The early 18th century, the Western world was fighting. The Western women were fighting for their rights, as simple as voting, as simple as property rights. But in the Vedas, in the Vedic concept of feminism, the Vedas have clearly defined a woman should have property rights. She had the choice to choose a suitor. She would be treated with uttermost respect by her father, brother, and husband. And she would be considered and revered as the most auspicious, as the most divine goddess Lakshmi when she went into her father-in-law or mother-in-law's houses. As a daughter-in-law, she was expected to be revered. And as a daughter-in-law, she was expected to behave with the stability, maturity, care, concern, and love. These were the concepts of a Vedic woman which existed from maybe even 10,000 years ago. On one side, this concept of Vedic Hinduism or Vedic feminism was being suppressed due to various invasions. These invasions had traditionally dismantled our society bit by bit. And this dismantling of a cultural identity was not a mistake. It was not an accident that happened due to the invasions. It was a pre-planned, well thought of, systematic dismantling. If you all can take time, think through, look back up to 1947, We had women who were great role models. Women today we may not have heard of, but they were great role models. I have spoken in my previous video about Velu Nachiyar, the Queen of South India in Tamil Nadu, who formed the very first women's army. She herself, as a queen, had a commander, a lady who formed an all-female army. This was much early in the 15th or 16th century. And much later, during the independence, during our fight for independence, during India's fight for independence, Subhash Chandra Bose had formed an all-women's army called the Rani Lakshmibai Army, the Rani Lakshmibai Wing, in which the commanders were women, the soldiers were women, the foot soldiers were women, including spies were women. And women from highly educated families were enrolled into the army because they wanted to stand up, fight for their rights. And there was no stopping them, because in India, we follow the scriptures, and the scriptures empower us with powerfulness. Through this series of Vedic feminism, or powerful Vedic feminism, I would like to share all that I have learned as a Hindu, how I cognize myself, and how I could have cognized myself better if I knew my scriptures, if I had the right guru at a young age. I am a proud Hindu woman. I used to be proud of my traditions, of my going to temples, offering worship, enjoying the rituals, the celebrations, the festivals. But somewhere deep down, I was caught in the crossroads, in the maze of a society that exists today, where on one hand, the men abuse women, on the other hand, men venerate women. And we have come and fallen into an abyss where, unfortunately, very sadly, female children are either killed at birth or before birth or dumped in dumpsters. Female infanticide or female feticide has a very high rating in India. Likewise, the dumping of female children is a very common factor in India today. How did this Vedic society that held women so high, revered, venerated her contribution, respected her wishes, made her a part and parcel of the important fabric of our society, have fallen to this level where female children or females are looked low, looked down upon? How does not matter, but we can revive the past. We have the power to revive the powerful Vedic women, the powerful identity of ourselves, what we stand for, what we can contribute, what we can leave behind for the future generations. This powerful inner image, the principles, the sciences, have not been lost. They are still in our scriptures, and the techniques of how to recover and reboot ourselves are very effective even today in the modern world, because man's inner space does not change. Our infrastructure may change, but we never change. We women have always been the same. We women have always wanted to contribute, be someone, leave something behind memorable for our children, for the society, and the generations ahead. With that one thought, powerful women, powerful inner space, powerful inner identity does not just mean a bullying space. It means the ability to include everybody into our inner space, the ability to expand ourselves, the ability to have influence, the ability to be able to influence change in the society. Nithyanandam. My name is Nithyananda Mayi Swami. With the grace of my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Paramhamsa Nithyananda Paramashivam, I welcome you to this video. What is it that I have learned about this powerful Vedic Hinduism or powerful Vedic feminism from my Guru that has made me so empowered, feel that these teachings are worthy of sharing, that these teachings will indeed make a difference in the society. I would like to share all those teachings with you all those principles, all those techniques, and my own journey into self-discovery through these webinars. As a child, I was born into the society which was evolving feminism as its struggling phase. In India, the idea of feminism, the Western idea of feminism, caught up much later. And I was caught between the Western idea of feminism and my Hindu identity of feminism. Because as a Hindu, I look at world, my actions, and the meaning for my actions through my religion, which is Hinduism. So when the Western concept of feminism and my Hindu concept of feminism did not match, I was caught in a trap, confused state. Which is right? Which is correct? Do I need to step back, be patient, be stable, have more patience in my life so people can be part of my life? Or can I just break the relationships and move from one relationship to another? Which is right for me? Which is right for my future? I had no idea till I met my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Why are his teachings so important for me as a woman that I feel compelled to share to all the women? Because the one thing that Swamiji has taught us again and again is the stability and chastity of a woman. Again, by stability and chastity, I do not mean by any social or moral values. I mean the stability and chastity through the decisions we take in our life. That was a shift I had in my thinking. We all tend to add the word stability and chastity with a very different social perspective. But when it comes with a spiritual context, it's completely different. The Vedic concept of feminism, the powerful Vedic concept of feminism has been misinterpreted over the eons and now has become so diluted, lost in the wilderness of the society, lost in the social struggles, lost in the powerlessness, the incompletions, the rage, the struggle of man with himself. Today, human society is an imbalanced state of conflicts. How long can we continue this? How long do we wish to continue with this? The decision to change is in our hands. And how you can do it, I would like to share with you towards the end of this video. Every individual can change the way the world exists today. It is an individual's decision. The society or the larger mass of people need not play an integral part of your inner space if you decide to be part of that change and you decide to take those right actions which will make you powerful enough to be the creator and the genesis for a better society, for a better life for all of us. And how we can do it? As a first step, I would like to share with you towards the end of this video. Many of us would be wondering how ideas can be misinterpreted, misunderstood, misrepresented. We all have different thought currents. We all are brought up with different thought currents. For example, I may like purple as a color, lavender as a shade, as so pastel, is so beautiful. But for another person, lavender may look blunt, lifeless, and they may love the vibrant orange. Now, who is right, who is wrong? There is no right or wrong in this. It is a person's perception. That does not make lavender an evil color or orange because someone else doesn't like it, an evil color. When for colors, and even to a certain extent for food, we are able to have this understanding, how come we have lost this basic understanding that different people have different contexts, different understanding, but nobody is wrong, is lost in our conversations? Today, conversations are almost always trying to prove who's right. I would like to share with you a very small example of how things can be misrepresented and how we, as a Hindu society, have been corrupted by those misrepresentations and by those misunderstandings because we have not been shown or taught the right context of life. Bhagavatam is a very sacred text which carries and narrates the stories of Lord Krishna's many births. Lord Krishna is considered a Purnavatara in his avatar as Lord Krishna. He has had many avatars before that, but Lord Krishna in his avatar as Krishna is the ultimate avatar, or we call them as Purnavatar, the most beloved, the most loved God in Hinduism. In this Bhagavatam, it's a beautiful story of Krishna visiting a very rich devotee's house. The moment Krishna visits the house, the devotee is enamored, fulfilled, excited. He welcomes Krishna with all the grandeur and glory of his richness, showering him with flowers, offering him the best of best foods, the richest of foods, procured from the most sacred places. Krishna is showered with all his material best. And he asks Krishna the boon. Dear Krishna, give me more wealth. Give me more material possessions. Give me more success in life. And Krishna blesses him and says, Tadastu. The rich man becomes richer overnight. But the blessings of Lord Krishna, he becomes more richer, more affluent, and he's completely satiated by that. A few days later, Lord Krishna visits the house of a poor devotee, an old woman, an elderly woman who is around 70 years old, whose only manner of sustenance is a one cow. She takes that cow's milk and sells it every day. And whatever money she makes, pitiable money she makes out of that milk, she sustains her everyday life with that. And she gets a surprise visit from Lord Krishna. And whatever she could with her economic ability, she provides Krishna with what she can as the best. Krishna has food at her place, blesses her, because she does not ask him anything. She only asks him that she wants to have more devotion with Lord Krishna and become one with Lord Krishna. So Krishna says, Tatastu. The moment he comes out of the house, a few hours later, the cow, the only manner of sustenance for this poor lady, dies. Now there are two thought currents to this story. One, oh, the god of Hindu gods, Lord Krishna, always favors the rich. See, he never helped the poor woman. He could have just helped her. He could have blessed her with more richness. He could have supported her. Why didn't he do that? Because Hindu gods are evil and they only cater to the rich. This is how today society talks about gurus. So I am very well aware of that. Oh God, it's like a business deal with gods. Because he's offered so much to Lord Krishna. He offered so much of material wealth to Krishna. Krishna showered back wealth to the rich man. But the poor lady didn't have anything. So he's an evil god who took away her only cow, her only sustenance in life. Is one thought current. Now, which is a right thought current? How do we see it? How is the enlightened ecosystem expected to see this incident? Lord Krishna himself gave a beautiful answer to this. When another devotee asked him, "Dear Krishna, why were you so cruel to that old lady whose only form of sustenance was a cow? It just died. It is all your Leela, but I'm not able to understand how for a rich man you showered him more wealth, and for a poor lady you took away her only manner of sustenance, her only livelihood." Krishna smiles, his ever mischievous, his ever enchanting, his enlightened smile, and says, "Man will never understand my actions. The rich man wanted only more wealth, so I gave him what he wanted. But the poor lady wanted to be always in union with me, in union with the superconsciousness, in union with the avatar of the superconsciousness, which at that time was Lord Krishna. So, the cow died as a side effect of that request. It died, leaving her free from anything that is withholding her from becoming one with the Lord, with her Ishta Devata. Now, how do we come to the right thinking? How do we always know what we're thinking is right or what we're doing is right? Today, one of the most saddest and the most sadistic space that we are all in is not knowing whether our decisions are right or wrong. The powerful self-doubt that has been put inside us is just poison inside us, boiling, not allowing us to live the life that we want. Now, how do I get out of this? How do we all get out of this? There is one simple, beautiful technique which my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam taught us. This is one of the best techniques that will help us center ourselves. By this centering of ourselves, the emotional turmoil, the unwanted conflicts, the thoughts that are not going to do any good to us, that pull us down, that are highly negative, get flushed out. What is this one powerful technique that I found useful, which I'm sure you will find useful, especially in today's fast world where relationships, work, everything is all a mixed up spice box? Take a break right now. Just sit down. Take a deep breath in. Inhale completely. Inhale not from your lungs, but from your gut, from your stomach, from your abdomen. Inhale slowly but surely. And exhale. Exhale completely. And after you exhale also, pull your stomach muscles inside. Pull your abdomen inside. Actually, you will find it better if you can lie down and put your back onto the floor. So when you place your back on the floor and you pull your stomach muscles inside, you will experience that much more strongly. Do this 7 times. Inhale. Exhale. After exhaling, pull your stomach muscles inside. Hold the breath as much as possible. Do not overdo it. Hold it only as much as possible and as you're comfortable. Then exhale. Repeat this 7 times. It is just 7 times. Since this is an inhalation and exhalation exercise, a breathing technique, I recommend that you do it on an empty stomach or at least 3 hours after food. Because when you're exhaling, we don't want food to come out of your mouth because you would have just eaten or you've drunk something. So please be on an empty stomach. That will be my first recommendation. But if you want to do it some way midway, then please do it at least 3 hours after food. Since this is a inhalation and exhalation exercise, inhalation and exhalation technique, this is deep breathing technique flushes out the toxic thought currents inside of you, which are self-hurtful, self-damaging, and self-suicidal. These deep breathing techniques are one of the most effective techniques given to us by sages, by the avatars who landed in this planet, through the various Vedic scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. This is one such powerful technique. Since this is a deep inhalation and exhalation technique, I would suggest that you do this on an empty stomach. If an empty stomach is not possible, or if you wish to do it during some part of the day, then please have it, or please do it after 3 hours of having your food. It's very important to do it on an empty stomach, or at least 3 hours after your last meal. Enjoy this powerful technique. This simple technique may look so simple, may look too simple, but do not underestimate its impact on your toxic thought currents. It is not just a calming technique. It's a deep cleansing, toxic cleanser. A complete detox. Just 7 times in the morning, 7 times in the evening will heal you, will make you so centered, and you will know that any decision you make from this space of centeredness, this space of completion, will always be successful, will always be auspicious for you. Just try out this technique and write back to me how you found this technique. If you need something else, or you need personal consultation, or would you be interested in signing up for our mentorship program? This mentorship program is offered by the Nithyananda Hindu University, where we will be teaching simple, powerful techniques like this, simple, powerful cognitions that will make you manifest extraordinary powers. Those extraordinary powers that are latent inside of you. When you develop powerful cognitions, you will see how you become an adventure to yourself. You will be discovering new dimensions of yourself. Mentorship program is not just a leadership program. It is a journey of self-discovery, a journey of discovering the excitement inside of you, that part of you that was hidden from you, that part of you that you did not know existed inside of you, that joyous, fun-filled part of you, which will make you fall in love with yourself more and more. That is the joy. That is the fundamental core principle on which the mentorship program is designed. To enroll in this mentorship program, please click on the link below or visit my website, nithyanandamayi.com, or my Facebook page, and enroll yourself into this mentorship program. Just as I have found this technique to be one of the most powerful, one of the most simple techniques to center myself and detox myself, I am sure if you practice it authentically, you will find it making a fantastic difference in your life, in your thoughts, in your day. Try it out and leave your comments below. And keep following me on YouTube and my Facebook for more such techniques, more such life-empowering, self-empowering techniques which have been shared to me, blessed to me, given to me, taught to me by my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Join me in this journey of self-discovery. Walk with me in this journey of falling in love with yourself. Stay connected, write to me, either on my Twitter handle or any one of my digital platforms. Or you're always welcome, as I said before, to enroll in my mentorship program. In this uniquely designed mentorship program, blessed by the avatar, my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. What is so unique about this mentorship program? This is the only mentorship leadership program in the world that is going to make each of us self-empowered with powerful cognitions. It's a science that is going to be taught to you, which you can practice and make yourself more powerful, more fulfilled on the path to enlightenment. It's a completely free program. And it's going to be fun. You will enjoy because it's a journey of self-discovery, and it's a journey with the community of like-minded women who want to make a difference to the world around them and to the future generations. Join us on this mentorship program. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to like, subscribe and share this video with at least 3 people in your life, because this one small action of yours will make a huge shift in their lives, will transform their lives, will lead their lives to a better quality of livelihood. Thank you for watching. Nithyanandam.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णम् जगत्पतिम् हरिषड्वर्गजेतारम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। 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 ईक्षणात्रय विध्वंसम् गुणावस्था विवर्जितम् सर्वदेवम् सर्वमदम् 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 नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। सर्वकर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व नियन्त्रित्व विवर्जितम् सकलागम संवेद्यम् 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 नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। सृष्टिस्थितिलयाधारम् गुणागुण विवर्जितम् सर्वचैतन्य सम्पूर्णम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। सृष्टिस्थितिलयाधारम् गुणागुण विवर्जितम् सर्वचैतन्य सम्पूर्णम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। सृष्टिस्थितिलयाधारम् गुणागुण विवर्जितम् सर्वचैतन्य सम्पूर्णम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। सृष्टिस्थितिलयाधारम् गुणा सर्वचैतन्य सम्पूर्णम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। नित्यानन्दम् निर्विकारम् ज्ञानभावानुबोधगम् सदालम्बम् नित्यदृप्तम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। नित्यानन्दम् निर्विकारम् ज्ञानभावानुबोधगम् सदालम्बम् नित्यतृप्तम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। नित्यानन्दम् निर्विकारम् ज्ञानभावानुबोधगम् सदालम्बम् नित्यतृप्तम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। नित्यानन्दम् निर्विकारम् ज्ञानभावानुबोधगम् सदालम्बम् नित्यतृप्तम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। संसारसागरोद्धारम् योगिकृत्पद्ममन्दिरम् महाभावम् शुद्धचित्तम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे।
bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.